too fast. It'll be great.
That feels great. Hey, that was like a ride in a Six Flags.
The car looks good. I even cleaned it. Look, I even put Juicy Juice on the tires. Both of them.
That's the problem.
That may have been it. I jinxed it. All right, next day. We've assumed the position as far as on this turd.
With a capital T.
I'm not talking bad about her. She does good. All right, we're in here. We're gonna try to figure out what this transbrake is doing. We've kind of got our little diagram, whatever, as far as what we're working with. What we believe is, and we're hoping this is true, we've got 12 volts to everything. But if you look at their diagram right here, you can see how this switch, they all feed off the same hot. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but they all feed off the same hot. We're thinking that this switch right here is bad, which would be my actual bump box. What's happening, I mean, as you can see, when we were, I get up on the two-step, and sometimes it's, 3,600, sometimes it's at 4,000, but it bumps through like it's actually bumping the bump box. It's doing, it's a controlled movement. It's not like it's flying through bump and slowing down. It's a pulse, just like what I had the bump box set at. So we're hoping what's happening is the switch has gone bad and it's just either back feeding or maybe it's hitting inside here somewhere. But I mean, we're gonna rip it apart, at least see. Yeah, I mean, see what we got. I mean, right now, like I said, we're throwing darts in the dark as usual, blindfolded. But we're gonna do a couple other things too. We're gonna do some wiring to the fuel pump to where, because as the Holley system, which sucks about it is you have to turn the power on every time. It's not like the 6014 box that some of you guys are still using, where you could just plug it in and there you're hot all the time. This you got to turn on. So when I do this, my fans come on. Everything comes on in the car, which I like. Keep power, everything on, but to check logs and stuff like that or to change something. And if I end up switching to fuel injection,
he's coming up to the 21st century.
Not the dark side yet. Not yet, but I want to be able to just, turn the key on, change stuff and that. But first off, we're going to rip the switch out of here and kind of see what we're messing with. So yeah, I'm hoping this is all this is. If it just...
We're thinking maybe these Home Depot, Lowe's.
Hey, don't give away our secrets before we buy our stuff.
Light switch.
Intermittent switch.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got that in there pretty tight. Oh, hold on.
Hey, once you take... How about this?
I did design this where this would come off, kinda, sorta. Look at that.
Well, yeah.
Just get this out. That's probably 3 pounds right there.
I mean, I'm thinking there's some weight right there.
Weight reduction. All of this, I think, guys, are gonna be coming out. These seats are gonna come out. Console's gonna come out. I think we're gonna be putting Sunshine on a diet, not just me. I mean, that's a lot of, I could probably save 100, 150 pounds.
Since he is doing the Holley, he may not want all those gauges. Okay, so let's kind of look at what we got here.
There's no way those are touching. And that's not loose. That's not saying the switch isn't bad.
So if we take the load side off of that transbrake button, which should be...
Well, here's the brown wire. That's coming directly from the... On your little diagram, there's the brown and there's the orange. Which one do we want to disconnect to be able to see?
Just a second. Let's see. So the brown is going into it, or it looks like a yellow. It's, yeah, tan colored. So that's the one we want to take off.
The tan colored one?
Yeah, take off the tan colored one.
All right, so we basically want to get on the transbrake now. And just see if it's not.
Yeah, and just know that that's going to be hot right there.
Well, I'm just going to hold this right here like this.
Okay.
I'll know as soon as I mean, if it doesn't operate as soon as I turn the car on. Let me put my 3 pounds back in the car to keep me from...
Here, hang on. I'll put that over here. Watch your door. Still did it. Okay. Okay, we are back from depot with our now $5 switch.
not our $1.95 switch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook this button up, just go ahead and eliminate the transbrake button, just to see if we can eliminate what is going on with the buttons. Make sure it's not the button. If it still does it with the button hooked up, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the actual two-step off of it that runs into the Holly, try it that way, see what it does. If it doesn't do it then obviously we know it's something in the Holly that's actually, I guess you would say, backfeeding or something off the two-step.
Something in there, yeah.
I don't think that's what it is, but if it does it still all the ways around, then we know it's going to be the solenoid on the transbrake, and we know we got to replace that. We do have one. Joey's still got his old transbrake out of his, you know, while I'm waiting to order another part, or the actual transbrake solenoid that goes to this. But put this on here first, see what that happens. I mean, we're just whittling away trying to figure out, you know, just eliminating things. Right now the bump box isn't a problem. Obviously that's good because that's the $300 part. So if this does this, and it's our $5 part, that just,
it's our Karen. We're gonna call it a Karen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a freaking Karen button if it ruined our whole freaking Saturday for a then $1.95 part. I'm still gonna say it's a $1.95 part. The $5 part works. We'll give it a little bit of.
But we may have a different button too. If this fixes it, we are upgrading to a different button.
Right, we do have a different button to put in there. So we're gonna put this in, guys, and just kind of go from there.
So it still moved, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
and we have no bump box connected, so that tells me solenoid.
Yeah.
Unless it's something in the Holly, but I don't know what it would be in the Holly.
The only thing we can do, I mean, it's going to the two-step. I mean, we could lower the two-step down.
I didn't see. I didn't watch.
Well, you got so much going on. You're trying to hold that in a weird way and make sure you're not freaking going through your house. I mean, honestly,
I've got it pointy pretty good. I think I can split the garage. But what's weird is you notice right then it bumped,
but it didn't go.
It didn't keep trying to go. It just bumped.
Yeah.
I mean, I can lower the two-step and just see, you know, if it does it at a certain RPM. Because I can't tell if that wasn't even close to the bump point. I don't think.
No, but it only moved one time. But I didn't know if that was you holding the foot brake.
No, well, I held the foot brake just to.
Yeah.
Like I said,
but it didn't like it was bumping in. It didn't do that at all.
I didn't want the Bronco Bull into the garage, and I didn't want to sit there and continue to hold to see if it was going to hold it, but something wrong.
Obviously, we've eliminated the smooth stage box. We've eliminated the Holly. We've eliminated the button.
Eliminated another Sunday.
And we eliminated another yesterday. A great day of racing, good weather, good track.
The switches doesn't make a difference. The switch is good.
I mean,
it bumped hard that time. Then,
yeah. So that means we're putting the car back up on jack stands, draining the fluid. But we kind of talked about that. You've had enough passes on it.
Yeah, it's got 8 or 9 passes to go ahead and change this, and it's only freaking $16 for freaking hydraulic fluid.
But I mean, the good thing is there's not a $330 smooth stage box that's out.
Right.
I mean, we'd love to have the $5 button fix. But you're going to upgrade the button probably now if it'll work.
Well, if I can fit it in, it might fit in there. I don't think so, though. I mean, if I drilled it, I probably could. But, okay. Well, we know what we got to do with that. So let's just, I will just put all this back the way it was, because obviously that ain't the problem. Yeah. And
so the new things we're working on, I guess, is right now, yeah, Chris turns the key on.
And everything comes on.
Yeah, because when we kind of did the initial, he had no fuses in this car, so we put fuses in it.
I had hot wires and grounds and splices, and it worked for a long time.
So now we want to make it where the key switch turns on and the actual fuel pump will come on for 5 seconds. And the fans won't kick on until that does. And then something we're doing is in his program, we go here.
I don't know if that'll pick it up.
So in the Terminator X, there's a spot in there. It's kind of for a nitrous, actually a different fuel pump.
Take this off.
And so we're going to use the secondary fuel pump to actually control his meth off of the maps. It'll either do RPM.
Yeah, because right now I'm in a boost activated switch. So what happens is, it's kind of crude. I mean, it's a smooth stage. So what you do is every turn counterclockwise is about 2 pounds as far as activation when it comes on. If I turn it it's 2 pounds less. So if I'm at 10 and I turn it one click counterclockwise, that's 2 pounds, it'll come on at 8. But you're just kind of guessing right now, unless you get out there and do a manual test like I've done before in a previous video. This, I'll actually be able to go here and punch it in, hey, come on at 6 pounds, 5 pounds, 4, and it'll always be like that. There won't be any guesswork. So we're gonna get rid of that switch and actually go through the secondary fuel pump on the Holly, use that as a trigger for my methanol.
And your fans are going to come on. Yeah, the fans are going to come on too.
So nothing sits there running. Every time I want to log into the computer, I don't want to have to unplug all the fuses to make the fuel pump not sit there and run and all that kind of stuff. Just the simple old stuff. Things that needed to be done. I mean, like I said, the cars work great for so long, and it's not that I'm complaining. It's just, you know, we want to simplify things. And like I said, more than likely, it's going to end up going fuel injection here in the next little bit. Probably not for tomorrow, but pretty quick. I mean, like I said, we're going to put the car on a diet. And it's winter time, and we need something to do, and y'all need something to watch, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, guys, we're moving on. We're actually going to go ahead and mess with this fuel pump right now, get it to where it cycles on when the key comes on for 5 seconds, and then it actually shuts itself off until it sees full power. We know the trans brake is the issue. Well, we know the solenoid's the issue. So I'll just get another one of those on order. But you know what, on all retro, the car still looks really good right now. It's still nice and clean. See, look guys, I was not lying when I said I had some juicy juice on the tires. I won't do that again. From now on, no more baths, no more cleaning. She just likes being a dirty old girl. Okay, so we're ready now to try it?
Yeah, look what I found over here. You've been missing that for a long time?
Wow, I mean, I keep it there just in case.
Okay.
All right, so technically this should come on 5 seconds.
Yep.
All right.
Kick on 5 seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5.
The Holly's supposed to turn on.
No, sir, that didn't work. So we figured it out.
Yeah. So it's got to see crank, yeah.
Right, it's just not going to prime, which we really don't care.
Yeah, that's what we thought that's what we really wanted was it
right.
prime.
Just in case, like I said, if I go fuel injection, but it doesn't matter. Either way, it's going to come on while it's cranking. I don't care if it works like my truck, but yeah, our whole goal right now is to just be able to turn the key on and not have the pump running.
Yeah, because if you turn the computer on, you're just not having fuel run through the bowls.
Right.
And running your battery down.
Right, and like I said, even with fuel injection, it doesn't matter.
So we had it right the first time, so...
it just didn't do what we thought it was going to do.
Yeah, we were a little off with it.
We will not chalk that up as user error. It's a miscommunication on the instructions. Am I correct? Yes. Let's see, we're going to run with that. Okay, so fuel pump issue is fixed. We've got it now to where it starts, key, everything, all that kind of stuff. Going to jump over now to the methanol system to, like I said, to where we can control it through the Holly and be able to actually precision, I guess you would say, when I want it to come on without just kind of guesstimating somewhere in the area of where I want it to come on, because I want to be able to say I'm leaving on 7 pounds of boost, that as soon as I let off the button and it hits 8 pounds, it comes on. So I can almost like a progressing system, you know, like you do on a, you know, on a nitro system or something like that. I can kind of control it like that. It's going to be my built-in scramble from the launch. But we're going to jump over on this, try to get that one hooked up, and see if we can get this whole thing knocked out and move on from there. Yeah, I'll just let that blow out. I don't care. I just cleaned the car.
Well, here, let me hold that.
Just hold it. Just shoot it over here. Shoot against the truck. Maybe it'll get the spot clean on that. So we've got it set to come on at 6 pounds.
It's got it set to come on at 6 pounds. So if this one doesn't work, we need to switch the different wires on there.
Right. Will I be able to see it? You got the boost up here?
No, I don't have the boost up there.
Okay. It's probably gonna take about 30 pounds. There it is.
What are the odds?
Oh, this working? Yep. It went to 28 psi.
Okay, so we got to change that ground wire.
Okay.
So anyway, we're live here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fake the system. We're gonna add some pressure to here, and this is our meth line here. And so Chris is gonna add some pressure. We got it at 6 pounds.
I'm gonna try to creep up on it. Ready?
Yep. Yep, there it is right there. Yep. That's it. Boom.
Well, that's trans brake diagnosed. It sucks.
Yep.
Fuel pump's working right. Meth pump's working right. So all we got is the fans, and we'll be done. We want to tackle that now, or you want to?
Well, I would say let's button up at least what we have there, get that tightened.
Pull this back in, do the fans, because it's everything in front.
Yeah.
We're going to do that, because it ain't eating time yet. Close though. All right, let's do that.
All right.
All right, so that's everything other than transbrake.
Yeah.
Right, we've got the water mat, everything there right now, guys. We've got everything running through the Holly, controls everything now. So now it controls when my fans come on, they're set at 100 degrees, trans fans all set. Well, the water pump comes on when we want it now, we can program it through that rather than guessing. Fuel pump comes on startup instead of just when you turn the key on. So now we should be able to, like I said, plug the computer in, nothing runs, sitting there draining the battery, running like that. We can run the fan, and the fans are gonna run anyway if it's 100 degrees.
We lost weight.
Darn right, at least.
I mean, we took some fittings off.
Yeah, at least 3.8 ounces of weight we've dropped. So it's already started. It's already started. We've already started a weight reduction. So other than that now, guys, we just gotta get this thing up in the air, let it drain overnight, pop that pan off, take that solenoid out. I don't think there's any way of testing it other than putting the other one in there and just seeing if it works.
I mean, it's working, but it's not working. It's not like it's completely failed.
Right, it just has some kind of short in it somewhere when it sees impedance or something like that. So we can at least check that out and make sure that's it. I mean, I don't know what else it could be because we bypassed everything else. With all that being said, guys, I mean, I'm happy with today's progress. We found the problem. We didn't necessarily fix the problems, but we fixed a lot of other things that we wanted to get done. So now it's actually, I mean, it's other than we're going to take the wiring we've got here, got to get nicer boards, put it all inside when I do. Like I said, if I decide to go fuel injection or something like that. But for right now, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We will catch you guys on the next one.